In the village of Umokoro, the morning the sky broke open with thunder. It was not rain that fell fast, it was screams. A goat came flying out of the bush. Yes, flying. It landed in the middle of the village square, kicking dust into the air, and behind it came the man everyone called Unokmad, the village madman. He was barefoot, shirt torn, eyes burning like charcoal in fire. "It has started again," he shouted, running straight through the marketplace. Women abandoned their baskets. Plantains scattered. A pot of soup tipped over in panic. "Madman has returned, oh," someone yelled. But Nokmad did not stop. He ran straight to the chief's palace, beating his chest. "Chief! Chief Izudo! The river is angry again." The guards raised their sticks to chase him away, but before they could move, boom! A second explosion sounded from the forest. Not gunfire. Not thunder. Something deeper, like the earth itself coughing. The ground shook. And from the bush path, a black stream of water began crawling into the village square. People screamed again. Because that water was not normal. It was moving against gravity. Chief Izudo rushed out, wrapper half-tied, staff in hand. "Who brought this curse again?" he shouted. All eyes turned, slowly, to the madman. But Nokmad was already pointing at the forest. 3 days ago I warned you. You threw stones at me. You said I was mad. Now look." A young hunter, Obioko, stepped forward angrily. "Chief, don't listen to him. It is just floodwater." But as he spoke, the water rose behind him, forming a shape. A face. A human face. Then it whispered, "Umokoro, you forgot me." The entire crowd scattered. The chief's guard grabbed Nokmad. "Confess. What is this?" he demanded. Nokmad only laughed. A dry, painful laugh. "You are still asking questions while the dead are waking up." Then he twisted free and grabbed a burning torch from a hut. "Follow me if you want to live," he shouted, running into the forest. And strangely, only 3 people followed him. Obioko the hunter, Adiz, the herbalist's daughter, and Chief Izudo himself. The rest stayed behind in fear. The forest was worse. Trees were bleeding sap like blood. Birds flew backward. And the deeper they went, the colder the air became. Obioko whispered, "This man will kill us." But Adiz pointed ahead. "Look, the ground is opening." And it was true. A crack stretched across the forest floor like a wound. From inside it came whispers, thousands of voices speaking at once. Nokmad stopped at the edge. "This is where your ancestors were buried without rites," he said. Chief Izudo's face changed. "That land was forbidden, we never touched it." Nokmad turned slowly. "That is a lie." He raised the torch. And then the truth came alive. The ground erupted. Dozens of skeletal hands burst out of the earth. The forest shook violently. Obioko screamed and drew his knife. "What are these things?" Nokmad shouted. "The unburied dead of Umokoro." The spirits rose, half smoke, half bone, wailing through the air. Adiz fell to her knees, covering her ears. But Nokmad stood still. And for the first time, his voice became calm. "I was not mad," he said quietly. "I was the only one who remembered." A spirit lunged at Chief Izudo. Nokmad jumped in front. The spirit stopped. It spoke in a broken voice. "Izudo, you promised burial rites." The chief trembled. I was not chief then." Another spirit rose. "And you took the land, and built your palace." Silence. Even the wind stopped. Suddenly, Obioko raised his spear. This is witchcraft. He charged at Nokmad. But Adi screamed. No. Too late. The spear passed through Nokmad's chest. But instead of blood, light came out. Golden light. Everyone froze. Even the spirits. Nokmad looked down at the spear. Then at Obioko. And smiled. I told you. I am not mad. His body began to fade. Chief Izudo fell to his knees. Who are you? Nokmad's voice echoed now, no longer human. I was the last priest of the forgotten burial rites, when you all chose silence over truth. I chose madness so you would not kill me before the spirits awakened. The forest began collapsing into light. The spirits bowed. One by one. Returning into the earth. Before he disappeared completely, Nokmad spoke one final time. When a village calls truth madness, the truth will return as destruction. And then he was gone. The forest became still. The black river disappeared. Morning light returned. Back in the village, people returned slowly. No one spoke of what happened. Until Obioko walked into the square and dropped his spear. I saw him die, but he was never mad, he said. Adis placed a carved staff on the ground. It was the village that was blind. Chief Izudo said nothing. He simply walked into his palace, and never came out again for 3 days. But on the 4th morning, a child screamed. The madman is back. Everyone ran out. At the edge of the village, standing under a tree, was Nokmad. Alive. Smiling. Watching them. But this time, no one threw stones. No one ran. Because now they understood. In Umeokoro, the madman was never the danger. He was the warning.